We back.
Hey, our luck has officially turned around, guys. We are back, baby. We are fucking back.
We're back. Yeah. Classic. We are back.
Welcome back to the Richie Boys podcast. It's been a minute. We're back. It was my fault. I never wanted to do this podcast, and I got dragged back into it. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're back. We took a little break. Figured some things out. Still have no idea what we're doing with our backgrounds, but we're back. We figured out that our schedules don't match, but we found the day, and we're here to get this pod back on track.
Talk a little sports. You know, it's been a while. We've had a lot happen.
Yes, we have.
The reemergence of San Antonio,
Got
OKC,
6 long years.
and the beginning of a new dynasty right here.
Oh, don't throw the D word around.
Oh yeah, we got all the picks, we got all the players.
You can have them all, but you can't beat us.
3 straight 1-seed seasons. Last one to do that was the Cheapskate Warriors.
Was probably us.
Nope, it was the Warriors.
Anywho, how excited are you, honestly, about the podcast, about the direction of sports right now being, namely our favorite, right, when it comes to football and basketball, but sports in general, I guess sports media in general. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? I don't know. The climate of podcasting, I guess. The climate of sports podcasting.
Yeah, sports media, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I watch a lot of First Things First and Pat McAfee really, and then a bunch of indie people on YouTube, but sports in general, it's a good time. I'm having a great time. OKC is the defending champ. Chiefs had a down year. They got the 9th pick in the draft coming up. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's insane.
There's no way that we're going to be bad again. Missing the playoffs is insane for a team with Patrick Mahomes. It's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
But the Bills didn't win. The Ravens didn't win. They blew their chance. So it was a good season all around, I guess, all things considered.
AFC completely
shit the bed. The best team is out for a year. They give you guys a chance, and they all shit the bed. It was literally best case scenario for me. I said, if the Broncos can win, and then they lose next week in the championship, it'd be perfect. And then 5 minutes after the game ended, Bo Nix broken ankle. Couldn't have worked out better. Josh Allen choked. Bo Nix breaks his ankle. Broncos lose. Patriots go instead. It was perfect.
Yeah, that's a sensitive topic for me. That P word there you threw around.
P word is in Houston Texans.
Patriots. Actually, it's ingrained forever that performance from CJ Stroud, the offense. I don't know if I can blame the offense. CJ Stroud, that was tough, man. That was tough to watch. I don't know if I've been in a position. The last time I can honestly say that I was that devastated by a playoff loss, just a playoff loss, was when we lost to Kansas City in the divisional round.
I was at that game, and that was the most fun game I've ever been to. Like, just energy-wise, no game I've been to, because I went to that game, I went to the next game against the Titans, the AFC Championship, and that game, the crowd was more loud than the AFC Championship, going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I can understand why. That's probably still goes down as one of the most insane comebacks in a divisional round playoff game.
Dude,
ever.
Bananas.
Complete domination by each team. We just picked the wrong half to dominate.
Yeah. Well, even it was like
starting at the end of the half
quarters.
Starting at the end of the half when Kelsey scored that touchdown, I think it was like a goal line. Like honestly, it was like a curl route or maybe like a 5 to 7 yard route that was like, it felt like a gimme by Houston. Well, it wasn't, but it was so easy that I was upset. Like it just felt off. Like even though I think we were still up by like 2 or 3 possessions. I think at one point we were up 3 possessions. But
Yeah.
when you guys scored at the end of the half, I just felt like it didn't feel good
Well,
for the direction of the game, and it literally just went completely downhill after that.
well, that's how I felt whenever they played the Bengals. When the Bengals went to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
that there was right before halftime. They went for it on 4th down. It was like a bubble screen or something to Hill, and they didn't get it. Instead of taking the 3 points, and then that whole game went to overtime. We lost.
Yep.
And I think that kind of fucked the tone up. So
honestly, that shit happens, dude, especially in the playoffs. I mean, it happens every game when it comes to the momentum. But when you give a great team just a sliver, like just an inch, any little bit of that they can cling on to, it's like a Jordan moment. Like the way that he used to think for a single play, for a single possession, they're like, and Patrick Mahomes is that dude, man, where he's like, it doesn't matter, we have a chance. It's the definition. It's like his like motto. What he like every time you see that guy on the sideline, he's like unfazed by any scoreboard, anything. It's insane.
Yeah, he's got that mentality thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
special.
Well, anyways, off top. Well, I guess we got off on a little tangent on that other game, but this game last year, I don't have any answers. Like, I guess I'm not negative. I'm not the type of person to jump to like we need to fire the guy and get that quarterback out of, realistically, the dude can play. He's had a couple years downward trending, at least 2 years ago was okay. His statistics.
Well, he started so hot too. He started high.
And that's the real reason why everybody's kind of, some people are holding him to the flame.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a contract year. The Texans defense, like a lot of people know, is a generational defense. The way that they put that together, they're trying to put pieces together on offense. I mean, I trust in the back office. I trust in Caserio and D'Amico Ryans and what they can do. It's just we are going to be the type of team like the Broncos when with Peyton Manning when they went to the Super Bowl against Cam. Like, it's going to be that type of team, I think, where CJ is going to be coached into a lot of just don't lose us the game.
Yeah.
Right? Which
I could be wrong. The defense can get you there.
I could be wrong.
You can't blow it.
You can't throw 4 interceptions. You just, like, if there's one thing you have to avoid, it's turn. And he's always historically been and still on paper is one of the better quarterbacks at taking care of the ball. It just
that one game.
Those games, in those, like, well, he did it with the Steelers. He didn't have a great game either. I mean, I understand Nico went down early with an injury, but you just got to take care of the ball. That's it. I don't have any hate towards the dude. I'm not a damn NFL. I had never played any ball other than high school. And when I used to throw you around when we were playing ball on the...
You didn't throw me around, right?
Good old Yuma, Arizona.
You didn't.
I don't know. Let me get some people on here to vouch for what was going down on that field. Anywho.
I wasn't getting thrown around anywhere, all right?
Anywho. The direction of Houston is up. I feel like the potential for Kansas City is obviously always sky high, man. With that coach, with that quarterback.
As long as we have them, I think we're always going to be top 5 favorites to win it. When Reed's gone, Mahomes is still there. I think we'll still be top 7 favorites. Until the otherwise. If he goes and misses the playoffs twice in a row, maybe it's going to be a different story. But
yeah, this is a good year for a good gauge. Well, maybe not, and like completely accurate gauge, because I don't know if you know, but is Mahomes on track to return at the very beginning of the season? Or?
Yeah, he says he is. So
that's solid. I mean, if he can come back and return to form, because it was ACL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
on a scramble though, which I hope he doesn't change how he plays because of it, like the QB sneak thing, because they stopped doing QB sneaks when he dislocated his kneecap.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't scramble less, because he was our leading rusher for like half the season.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have to worry about that now. Didn't you guys sign?
Yeah. Well, we got Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker, man.
Yeah. I thought we
he
were
can stay healthy.
trying to get Love, Jeremiah Love. I thought they were going to try to get him, but Kenneth Walker, probably cheaper option.
That guy's probably going to be in our division. I can see the Titans going after him. They don't have much stock in the running back position, so I do think Jeremiah Love is going at that top 5.
Yeah.
Kansas City would have to trade up for him.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about trading up. I just don't know where, like 3 or 4. But they're not going to do Love, I don't think, because they already signed Walker. It wouldn't make sense.
Nah, that'd be giving up too much for something like that. Well, did you guys do Pacheco?
Yeah, he went to the Lions. But he was bad all year. He couldn't do anything.
Struggling with injuries.
Yeah, because he broke his leg, I think, last season. And he came back, and I don't think he just was ever the same. So
I actually drafted him. In my fantasy league, I had Pacheco. Not for long. But yeah, in regards to, I guess, additions, so we're talking about that. Did you guys pick up anybody else during the offseason that you think is going to be a good addition to the squad?
I can't think of any names that stick out. I know Richie Rice's legal stuff got disputed and dismissed.
Dude, that guy's a mess, bro.
No, dude, he's innocent. His ex-girlfriend was just trying to get money, dude. He didn't actually choke her. All he did was drive fast in a Corvette, dude. Everyone does it.
He's a shit magnet, dude.
Dude, but he's so good at football.
He's so good. Was it him that Petrie dismantled? Don't play dumb. I know you know. It's everybody's favorite highlight now. It's it. It was Richie Rice, wasn't it?
He got back up. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
After he was stiff there for a little bit. Hey, it's okay. Look, Petrie took Derrick Henry off his feet. If he can do that to big dog, to big 22, then he can do it to anybody in the league. Look, it's a receiver catching a ball. It was a solid hit. I'm not saying he's any worse or any better for it. I'm just saying.
Didn't you guys lose? You guys lost a big piece, Will Anderson, right?
We did what now?
You guys lost a big piece, Will Anderson.
What does that mean? Lost?
Yeah, he got traded.
Oh, we just signed him to the. He's the biggest.
You guys signed him?
Yeah, he's the highest paid player other than the quarterback in the league. You got $150 million. 3 years.
I thought I saw a trade. Just a contract?
Yeah, traded. Houston. Yeah, he got extended 3 years, $150 million. Pretty sure 150 guaranteed or 140. It's like a crazy number that got guaranteed also.
Okay, well that's dope then. I thought he got traded.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Any trade that happened was we traded up to get him. We drafted CJ Stroud at 2 and then traded up to get Will Anderson at the 3. That was the craziest draft in Houston Texans history. Probably one of the most pivotal drafts in the franchise history. Yeah, 2022.
Was his first year good? Obviously CJ's was, but was his first year good?
Yeah, he's basically. Yeah, he was Rookie of the Year, defensive Rookie of the Year. And CJ took Offensive Rookie. And then this year, I mean, dude, to be honest with you, barring Myles Garrett in the NFL and maybe a healthy Max Crosby, that dude is going to – and realistically, let's just be honest, Danielle Hunter is taking a lot of the numbers away from him, which nobody in Houston gives to. We don't care.
Well, it helps. If he wasn't there, he probably wouldn't get as much either.
I think he would, just because look at who's on the other side of Max Crosby. Can you name him? Okay, who's on the other side of Myles Garrett? That's what I'm talking about. That factor, right? Who was on the other side of Trey Hendrickson? That's
Actually,
off,
no, hang on.
off rip. It's Hubbard. That guy Hubbard.
Hubbard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Giving some. Those are two or three. I'm sorry. Incredible defensive linemen, top of the position. Some of the top defensive players, period, in the league. Now, Will Anderson is sitting atop of those lists also, as far as statistics, which is sacks. You know what I'm saying? Stops in the backfield, tackles for loss, TFLs. At his position with another first team guy on the opposite side. So, like I said, they're putting together this. They've already put together this ridiculous defense. Added Reed Blankenship to the safety. We added some depth at the interior defensive line. I think they're looking at signing Aziz Al-Shire, our middle linebacker, to another guy that's going to get extended and probably be one of the top position players in the NFL. I mean, it's up and down. The names are ridiculous on the defense. Yeah, dude, it's that side of the ball is taken care of, well taken care of, and as always, that grass is always going to be watered by D'Amico Ryans. What we're worried about, what we're concerned about, what the rest of the league is going to try and expose is the offense.
The guy touching the ball every time.
Well, yeah, and realistically, dude is in. It's like the best possible scenario on defense, and last year one of the toughest positions to be put in with a brand new OC, right? A makeshift offensive line, and no Joe Mixon, and no Tank Dell. Joe Mixon, whatever happened to that dude, I still have zero idea what the hell that was. There was like some, smoke running around the I guess the rumblings in the NFL, I guess, was that there was some type of gun-related incident. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't think there was a story. I think Houston kept it, they took care of him, dude, to be honest with you. They kept him on the roster all year. They didn't answer many questions. Nick Caserio was super tight-lipped about it. No pun intended with his little lips he's got. But had Joe Mixon been a part of that offense, had Tank Dell been healthy, right, not snapped his leg against Kansas City, it's a different thing altogether, regardless of the offensive line, because the offensive line was rough the first half of the season. But by the time we got to the end of the season in the playoffs, they had figured out their positions and what, how everybody was going to come together. They had gelled a little bit more. I'm not going to say they were anywhere close to top half of the league, but they weren't complete bottom of the league. There was some pretty dog shit offensive lines in the NFL.
You gotta get lucky in football. That's a big piece. Staying healthy, get lucky.
Yes, 100%.
So,
yeah, 100%.
Some teams just get the injury bug, or just BS incidents, behind the scenes, off field stuff.
Yep, Rashi Wright's perfect example. Joe Mixon, perfect example.
Yep, 4 games for Rashi, which obviously wasn't that bad.
And then he came back against Dallas, right? That was his comeback game.
And we lost that game.
Oh, dude.
We blew it though.
You guys did. That was a Thanksgiving game?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving game. Dude, Dallas on Thanksgiving though, that's like America's game, bro.
Yeah.
Like Dallas shows up for those games. They don't show up for many other ones, because what did they do? They got blown out by Detroit a couple games after that, if not the next game, and then just kind of went tank downhill after that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna talk about those.
Let's get into what we're wearing. The real business.
I'm tuned in right now. I'm tuned into the Denver-Minnesota game, and Denver's doing Denver things, and that's got to be one of the most concerning things in the NBA playoffs.
Well, it sucks. It sucks because you guys could have knocked them down.
To what? 4th seed?
If there was a scenario, if you guys would have won and beat them, or if you guys would have beat them, they would have got the Lakers spot, and then
they would have lost.
Yeah,
the last 2 games that we played against them in the season.
Outright both games.
No, in the last game he did. In the game before, we went to overtime and lost to Denver. That was a good game.
Yeah, that was a game though that got you guys playing them in the next round, which is good for us, because if we only have to play one of you guys, it's easier. But that's part of being the 1 seed, though.
Yeah, it's a good test. I'm not concerned in the least about it. We got a young and healthy team, so if we can beat Jokic and the Nuggets, I really do feel like that's the hardest. That's the most difficult matchup for San Antonio specifically. And San Antonio, is the toughest matchup for you guys. You guys can't handle Wembanyama. I mean, realistically, I really do feel like it's going to end up being a Hartenstein and Chet. I mean, Chet's not. Gosh, man, that guy has like an insane. Like he could be has everything that Wemby has as far as like his physical attributes, but he just plays so differently. I feel like he plays more of a soft finesse game than he does
got
like
a three ball on him too, though. He can shoot the three.
Hey, Wemby I think he hit 5 last night, 15 from 3.
Yeah, but he had to play the whole game, dude. We had our starters in the.
Oh no, that's different. That's different. These guys never played a playoff game. These are babies. Like these are infants to the playoffs. So I think the hype was there because San Antonio showed out. Like that city being I grew up throughout that entire all 5 championships. I lived there when I was a kid. I was there for the 99 championship, living in the city. I was young, but I'm telling you, man, like that environment, it's a lot like OKC in that San Antonio doesn't have anything else. Yeah. OKC, all you guys have as a professional team is the Thunder. San Antonio, same thing, dude. Yeah. And these guys have been good since the 90s, and then they had that little spurt. But what I'm saying, the point of it is, right, is the city shows out for this team. Shows out. So I really do feel like jitters were a part of that game. There's a lot of things they can improve on, but what's good, and not to downplay the competition, is that we're able to, play the Blazers in the first round. We didn't get, a Clippers team that we struggled with. We didn't get Warriors, who are a veteran team in the playoffs. We got a team that's just as young as us in the playoffs in a lot of ways. I mean, they got vets like CJ McCollum. No, I'm sorry. CJ's I just got done watching CJ. They really don't have too many vets. Klingen, Avia, Denny Abija, or I don't know how you say his name. That guy tore us up. I'm pretty sure he's new to the playoffs. So, yeah, actually going back to that, I guess, infancy to the playoffs. Both teams are going to be dealing with that. So
get it out, get the jitters out against a worse team.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, you guys were only 4 games behind the 1 seed, or was it less? I think it was only.
I don't know. We lost like 2 out of the last 4 games.
I think you got 4 games behind.
Yeah, something like that. Because we won 61 games.
Maybe it was less than shit.
Might have been like a 3-game, 4-game.
Something like that. It was a damn good season, though. You guys definitely. Oh, yeah. What were you guys last year? You guys didn't even play.
The reverse, 26 and 62, or 20 and 60. What on 20 and 62. This year we were 62 and 20.
Did you guys have a lottery?
Last year, yes, yeah, we did. We've had lottery for the past 3 years. Wemby was a lottery. Steph Castle was a lottery, and then
what a fucking tank show.
Dylan Harper. They were just garbage. Like it wasn't even like an intentional, hey, let's be trash. Realistically,
allegedly,
because I'm a Spurs fan, I can name you the players on the team. But before Victor Wembanyama, can you name someone that was on that team? Can you name
DeRozan?
Okay, well, that's fair, but yeah, okay, that was like 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. That DeRozan was realistically, dude, that was actually a little bit of a reach because that was in like the Kawhi trade. That was like 8 years ago. Young guy. Okay, can you name somebody that was on that squad that's on this squad right now?
Was there?
4 years ago. There's, at a minimum, there's 2, 3. There should be 3 players, 3 or more.
No, I can't do it, dude. I'm not even time.
They're not even starting right now. Actually, they come off the bench. Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson. Those are the longest tenured Spurs right now, and they have 6 and 5 years in the league. and both of them were part of the start of the terrible streak for San Antonio. They were drafted by San Antonio. They were brought in by San Antonio. Much like you guys. I mean, you guys didn't really bring in anybody other than you guys didn't trade for any of your guys. You guys sucked for the longest time and just traded and made moves and drafted. So,
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
bunch of pieces.
realistically, if you want to talk about tanking, we can talk about tanking. But
No, because we were so bad. I can't even name the players from like I think it was 2019 or it was like Shea's first year. I can't name anybody off that team because that was such a bad season. I didn't watch any of it.
I can't even tell you who Shea was, when Shea was drafted, what year. I didn't even know about that guy.
It was
nowhere. Yep, sounds about right.
No, dude. I just saw something about it. Like it was because he was drafted by Charlotte, and then the Clippers traded for him like on draft day.
Oh, so he played for the Clippers?
Yeah.
Or did you guys get him before he ever played?
No, he played for the Clippers.
Really?
It's that
Oh,
Paul
you
George.
guys traded for SGA.
It's the Paul George trade.
Oh, he was that's why all those graphics always come up. See, I'm uneducated on the background of how
We sent
like
one
SGA
Paul George to the Clippers for SGA and like 6 picks.
which turned into, I'm sure, all these guys on this team.
It was Jalen Williams, and I think even
Chet.
the Chet one. I'm pretty sure it was them.
Yep.
And now this year, because they lost to
Oh, the Clippers lost, right?
the Warriors, now we get a chance at a lottery pick also. Like it's
Nice.
like a 1.7% chance.
That's
But-
good. I mean, I think it was lower or just about as low when Dallas got they had like a 2% chance to get Cooper Flag.
2%, yeah, but I think that shit is rigged. The way they do it, it's in an envelope, and they open the envelope big. That's a
Easy,
fucking
right?
dude,
We want this
that's
podcast to go somewhere.
that's rigged, dude. Just put little pictures on the like ping pong balls and do it bingo style. Roll it out bingo style.
About it, baby. We got the #1 pick when we needed it. The generational talent. Dude, can you imagine? I was at work and I like erupted when Portland got announced as the 2nd or 3rd overall pick. I can't remember who got announced as the 2nd overall. And I was like, yo.
Oh, because they do it reverse, right? They go like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they literally roll in the little ball or did what you said, the envelope now.
Yeah.
So they do the envelope now, and yeah,
rigged.
they're opening that shit up.
Because there's no way that Dallas would just trade Luka for that without knowing that they have security. I don't know.
It's an interesting topic.
I don't think a lot of sports are rigged. Like I don't think football's rigged. I don't think sport like games themselves are rigged. But something like that, I feel like
very difficult to say, only because of sports betting. It's so hard because you see how it bled into the league with the whole Chauncey Billups and all these guys that are involved in that, all these players that are involved in the prop betting stuff, and the I mean, people were out there, they were throwing games, they were legitimately tanking a game for a prop bet or so that their team wouldn't get a dub or wouldn't get a dub, whatever the case is. It's just it sucks, man. As a true and honest, like just pure lover of sports in general, it sucks that the game is tainted like that because there's so much money involved in sports, but I'm not naive to it.
I think
I just hate
a lot of the
seeing
leagues
it.
are too big though. Too many players. There'd be a lot more people having to stay hush hush if it was all rigged, which is the biggest thing that I don't think it is.
That's what.
But
gives me a little bit of comfort.
little things I think can be rigged, but the grand scheme of outcomes, stuff like that, not rigged.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that also.
There's no script, is all I'm saying.
My childish brain wants to believe that sports are all based off of merit and effort and luck. Yeah, luck, but not being rigged, man.
As good as these guys are, there's no way they could, make a ball look like they missed on accident by like that many times.
Yeah, the studs 100%. I do feel like, you know, the big name guys in the league, it's a lot harder for them to get away with that because stat lines are stat lines. Like in clutch games, everybody's looking at the same guy. But
Yeah.
you know, the NBA as a whole and the tanking thing, I mean, that's real. That's real. That's been proven this year that these guys are phoning it in.
They've admitted that though, that tanking works. Well, they do it because it works. That's why.
Yeah, it's an issue, and you know what I think is going to happen too. What that'll end up doing is also, well, I don't know. It's an interesting topic because the route I was going to go with that was that maybe they'll change or switch up the style of draft being the lottery, but maybe the lottery keeps people from tanking.
The lottery kind of saves that because you're not guaranteed a top pick.
Yeah, because someone like the Thunder gets a chance. Well, that's with a trade, obviously. But let's just say someone, you know, the last team to make it is a lottery pick, which is what is that? Is it like the top or the worst 10 teams or worst 14 teams? Is it like half?
It's all confusing. I don't understand it.
I just know that 30 teams in the NBA, so maybe it's the worst 15 teams. Who knows? But think about that, right? A middle of the pack team like the 15th team has a chance every single year to still get that number one pick.
Yeah.
Versus the NFL, it's like, man, if you're dog shit, then you're gonna get the first pick, and it's just what it is. So,
which I like the NFL setup more, but it makes more sense for the NBA to do lottery to prevent tanking.
Right. Imagine the NFL did that lottery. Oh,
that'd be kind of stupid.
That would change the game, but that would prevent tanking, would it not?
Yeah, but the NFL has more. I think the amount of quality players coming into the NFL is way more to where even if you can still get a great player in the end of the first, opposed to NBA, how often late first round players staying?
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Well, the thing about the NBA though is they also do bring in a lot of foreign players, so the talent pool, as far as the United States goes, like. Yeah, it's I guess a little bit more limited maybe as far as like how many players. There's so many more college football. Is that true? Is there like a crazy difference in the amount of college football teams versus college basketball teams?
I mean, there's like 150 college football teams.
I couldn't even tell you the number.
And then there's undrafted.
Yeah, there's undrafted players. I was just trying to.
That's a lot either way.
See about that, like the amount of players, because I do think it's got to be more, just because there's more players on a NFL football team than there is on a NBA basketball team. I think there are like 15 players on an NBA basketball team versus, I mean, you're talking about a freaking 53-man roster or whatever.
That's why they say NBA is the hardest league to get into professionally because it's so limited.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Less teams, less players.
You guys have a G League team? Yeah, of course you do, right?
The Blue. OKC Blue.
Interesting name.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of while we're here. We'll talk playoffs real quick, give our picks, what we think. But I'm excited for this future rivalry that we've got going on, Even just the teams themselves, but Chet and Wemby. Wemby just hates Chet.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I like
the thing about a rivalry. There has to be a rival. It's almost like Chet doesn't care. Like his attitude towards Wemby's level of distaste towards him as a player, which I don't even know if it's been vocalized, doesn't even compare.
But I think that makes Wemby more mad though, that Chet doesn't give it any time of day.
Which is not good for y'all.
It's fine. No, because Chet's going to go out there and not let his emotions get in the way. He's going to just play his game.
Yeah,
it's going to eventually bite Wemby because he's going to try to do too much and blow it.
I would love to, and maybe I'll do it on the next podcast, bring the stats of Chet and Wemby head-to-head.
Yeah, we'll come more prepared next time, for sure.
I really don't think that Chet can step it up against Wemby. Not while he's on the court, at least. I do feel like you guys have a better chance of guarding Wemby, obviously doubling in with like aggressive guys and strong guys like Lou Dorton and Hartenstein. But dude, if you guys are doubling, I mean, those are your two probably best and most solid defensive players. Who's guarding the rest of these guys?
A lot what the Spurs did is they would leave Caruso. They would let Caruso try to prove it, and he would he shot like 20-something% from three one of the games because they were just leaving him wide open outside.
Right.
And he would shoot and miss, and hopefully he picks that up, because obviously you got to make those if you're wide open.
I have a question for you. What do you feel like, and this is to be more, I guess, give some perspective on your individual team. What do you feel like Oklahoma City's biggest weakness is? And I'll speak on what I believe that San Antonio's biggest weakness is as a basketball team.
So I don't really know what our weakness would be because we're pretty solid. We have great defense. All of our players play defense. They play hard. They hustle back. Our offense is good. We put up 120 plus usually on any given night. So it's either going to be a race to that, or you just got to shut us down and hope all of our players have a bad night. So it's not really a weakness. Our bench is deep. It's just about any given night kind of thing, just kind of restrict SBA. You just have to make the bench players or like the role players not do their role well and just hope that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not a true weakness for this team, I don't think. I think this team's built pretty perfect from every aspect. Because before, I think last season it was defense around the boards. We couldn't get any rebounds. We weren't able to stop big men down low. And then we went and got Hartenstein. We had defensive problems also, so we went and got Caruso. And we traded Giddey. And then we won the championship. And then this season, I think they've just gotten a little bit better. So, and that's even without all of our starters playing all season. Because Jalen's been out, Shea's been out some games. Caruso was hurt for a while. Chet was out, I think, for some games. And we still held the 1 seed all season. So,
yeah,
no weaknesses. We're the best. Gonna back-to-back.
Oh man, I do know a series you guys lost 4 games out of 5 to a specific team, but I don't even want to talk about it. I'll talk about the weakness I think that San Antonio has. Realistically, man, it's when Wemby's off the floor. I feel like these guys haven't quite found out how to put the offense in a good position. Obviously, people start attacking the boards when Wemby's off. He changes the entire game because of his, defense down low and what he brings in the paint. When he's out of the game, I feel like the offense doesn't gel as well. Defensively, they still get after it. I mean, it's a bunch of young guys, just creating chaos on the defensive end, which is good. I mean, obviously, De'Aaron Fox leading the squad when Wemby's off is a big part because most of the time that Wemby's off the court, Fox is leading the offense. It's just when he's off, I just feel like it doesn't gel as much offensively. Luke Cornett is still a great defensive pillar. Offensively, him and Castle find that little connection that Wemby and Castle have with the oop game. But that's what I feel like our one weakness is. If you can call it a weakness, it's pretty obvious, right? If the most dominant defensive player in the NBA is not on the court, it's a lot like when SGA is off for you guys.
Yeah.
The only thing that I feel like I would consider a weakness with Oklahoma City is their reliance on, obviously, SGA and their scoring, because the dude is the amount of time that he spends with his ball, with the ball in his hands, is insane. Pause. But he's a point guard, so I really can't. I'm speaking from a perspective of what Wemby is as far as a center having the ball in his hands. And he brings it up, you know what I mean? He's a decent ball handler. He can, do his own thing. He can handle the rock, but I just feel like
that's probably why he doesn't gel so well though when he's out though, because it's completely different offensive style.
Yeah, because you're not gonna give Cornette the ball at the top of the key and let him kind of go to work like you would with your freaking all-star center, right? That insane talent that he has. So I think that's what it is. He stands at the key and just kind of, if whoever gets the ball, he'll just take one step and reach out, and he's already playing defense. Oh, 100%.
So it's you can't really swing out the ball too much when Wemby is there.
Yeah.
So, and you can't really drive in because he can probably just reach over and swat it down. So it's tough. It's tough playing against someone like that. You just got to really take advantage of when he's off the court, or just, attack him and hopefully he wears down through 4 quarters.
Yeah, I would say that would be more of a Jokic thing. Like it's not proven yet. I can't really say that it can or can't be done. Jokic is the toughest. I mean, that guy is, to be honest with you, doesn't.
They were your hardest matchup.
Realistically, I mean, the dude probably should be the MVP. Like statistically, he is.
Nah.
The dude is insane on both sides of the ball. Like, it just doesn't make sense. When I see the stats and I see how he gets left out, I'm like, man, it's the Wemby hype. It's the SGA being scoring a bunch and being the 1 seed. But the best player, like a player that you want to, like, undoubtedly, unanimously, people would say that they'd want to start a basketball team with, is a guy like Jokic, man. The dude offensively brings triple doubles every single night, contributes on the defensive end as well. Like, the dude's, he's insane, man. He just doesn't make sense to me.
I hear you. He's top,
and he's top
big 3 every season for sure.
Yeah,
every season he's top 2.
And he's a big guy, but his athleticism isn't something that stands out like incredibly. Like, he'll shoot over guys without even jumping. You know, the guy's on his freaking flat on his feet and he's bombing threes over your head. So it's like, he doesn't have Wemby's athleticism. He doesn't have SGA's speed and talent, because he's not a point guard. So it's like, man, the dude right now is obviously at his peak. You know what I mean? In his prime. And maybe it's because he's gotten all the credit. It's like the LeBron thing, right? He was getting, like, you know, MVP at every year. He's at the top of the accolades, and at a certain point, they started kind of just
voter fatigue kind of thing.
Voter fatigue. That's the exact term I was looking for.
Yeah.
So,
man. Yeah, like you said, LeBron could have way more, because realistically, during that run, he was the most valuable player to any team he's on.
Yep.
So if you're going by the word of the award, like the phrasing, then it would be one player. But people get tired of voting the same guy every year, so things change. But I do think SGA deserves it this year because of the record, holding the 1 seed all season with your best players out, and he broke that. Was it Wilt Chamberlain? His record, right?
For the scoring.
Most 20-point games consecutive. Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy record. It's like 120 something straight games of doing that. So he deserves it. I think he deserves it.
My only beef with him is the whole free throw merchant title that he has.
Lucas shoots more, and someone else shoots more free throws also, but he just makes more.
Yeah, but it's not too many more.
Well, but no one was saying that Luka was in the MVP talks. No one's talking about his free throw attempts.
It's true. That's fair.
Yeah. So but it's just SGA makes more. So it looks worse on the stat line.
But as far as an argument goes, and as far as like looking at tape, right? He plays for the foul. And I think he'd probably say it himself, right? The way that the NBA is styled, because when he flops, everyone flops, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
you play to what's going to give you the best chance.
Which he's just become incredible at.
That's my same argument with LeBron. People call LeBron soft or like LaFlop.
Yeah.
If he played back in the day where it was bully ball, he would bully everyone. Physically, he's like a specimen. He would play physical. He would get to the rim still. He would still put up crazy numbers. He probably wouldn't play this long, but he would have been able to do what he wanted.
You know what I mean? Like, why did the game change? Because the players, you know, were upset about fouls, and it slowly over time eventually became that thing. I don't know when flopping really originally started in the quantity that it does now. I know James Harden played a big part in it.
That's all I think of is James Harden.
And this whole drive through people's arms, and then I think I was watching a play earlier where, going back to CJ McCollum, was running up the court, and Jalen Brunson's playing defense, and the dude decides to pull up.
Yeah, and you just throw the ball back. You throw your head back.
Mid-sprint. And because Jalen Brunson is in the position he's in playing defense, somehow the referees determine that there's unnecessary contact. And that upsets me for the game. That doesn't upset me because of one individual player. That upsets me because you can't be mad at SGA playing the game. You can't. It's that age old that little saying: "Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro." Because he's playing within his parameters of what he's given as far as the league he plays in. So the real issue here is that the NBA has to address this. And I mean, everybody knows that. Everyone that watches basketball knows that. It just isn't going to happen.
Another foul I hate, foul baiting, is when they pump fake and the defender kind of jumps and then they like lean into them, and then they just throw the ball up. Don't even try to make it. That shit gets on my nerves. It's like, dude.
100%. And then the other thing is the good old Lou Dort, which honestly, bro, if there's anybody in the NBA I cannot stand, it's that dude, bro.
The torture chamber, baby. Well, welcome to it.
There's guys like Dylan Brooks that I really do feel like are good for basketball. I feel like Lou Dort's bad for ball because of how dangerous the dude plays. Like, not even talking about the whole Jokic thing, that intentional crap he does. There's arguably video against what he does to Victor too. And he's not the only guy that does it. I'm just saying, when I see it, it's the dude. He does it the most egregiously. When he goes up for that pull up and he kicks that foot out or throws his body in the direction of the player to have it look like they're in his landing zone. I can't stand it.
Yeah, the foot kicks are a little dirty.
And bro. And I mean, hey, I would say don't hate the player, right? But I mean,
at that point, it's not the game.
You get called for that stuff. Like, you're not playing the game now. Now you're playing your style of what you think you should play, and I just think that's nasty, bro.
If he keeps it up, because it already is out there on social media and stuff like that. But if he keeps it up, he's gonna be like the new age Draymond Green, which isn't a good look for anyone. Because I fucking hate Draymond because of the dirtiness that he plays with. I can't stand him. So
dude,
he's gonna turn into
so good at what he does, bro. He's so good at what he does.
Well, he kicks people in the nuts, like just straight up kicks him in the nuts, and like he stomps on people. Who did he stomp on? Was it Cat?
And Ndamukong Suh stomps people on the floor. Bro.
Yeah, and him stepping on Aaron Rodgers' hands, like, what a dirty player. Like, I don't know. I don't think Dort's there yet, but if he keeps up, he's gonna be in that that window of. Like,
he'll keep it up. That's the way that guy plays. That's his benefit to you guys.
Unless the NBA cracks down on it harder. So it's up to the NBA to kind of not let it happen.
I don't think Lou Dort is a key part of the rest of you guys' whether it be a dynasty or the success that you guys have in the future. That guy's a liability, bro. That guy's a liability.
He's been there.
And I really don't. I don't know
what he's SGA.
I don't know what he really. No, I'm saying like in the future, as far as like getting paid, right? Your guys are getting paid. SGA got paid. J. Will got paid. Chet got paid. I don't think he's in that loop to get paid. I think
we lost our minds winning that championship. We just paid 3 people a bunch of money. We'd have a holiday for every player on that team. Like, that's kind
of cool. I appreciate that.
It's cool, but because I was at the parade and like doing the ceremony, they went down the roster and gave every player a day. It was cool, but it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's getting a day. Like, let's just get fucking the starting 5.
To my Dort day,
Case and Wallace day, July 12th.
Oh.
But all right, let's wrap this up. Let's give quick predictions on these playoffs. So
I'm not going to predict a winner. I'm not going to do that, but I will say that the Western Conference Finals will feature these 2 teams. I will say that we would probably go into what's looking like Denver. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Denver can make it to the next round. If they do, indeed, I know we're going to have a dogfight. If we can make it to the next round. I would like to predict these 2 teams in the Western Conference Finals.
I would love that, just for like, I don't know. I love and hate it because I don't want to deal with the stress of worrying about us losing. But I would love it. I would love it.
Best plays the best.
The
best plays the best, and that's what this is. I would be stressed out of my mind.
I can't stand you if they win. That's the only thing. I just don't want to hear it from you.
What do I'm not even. I don't want crazy.
I don't want to get a FaceTime. I don't want to get a text if they lose. I don't want nothing.
You need one of these. All right, so on the East is interesting to me.
Let's go matchup, and just kind of.
Okay. Well, I guess we can start with the 1 and the 8, which would be the Pistons and the Orlando Magic. It's the Magic are frisky.
Orlando stole one.
Exactly, and I do feel like because of the way that they're playing right now, they could give the Pistons enough of a series to gas them out for the next one. I don't think Orlando wins that series. I don't think the Pistons are going to lay an egg to the Magic.
Yeah, 1-8.
100% are in that series because of the way that they're matching that energy of defense, matching that energy. Because Jalen Suggs is a defensive dog, and Paolo Banchero is.
Just a few years ago, Paolo was like one of the best players. They were like what? They were top 4. I'm pretty sure in the seeding. So just a few years ago they were good, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to the 1 seed against the 8 seed pretty much every time.
Yeah. It's a tough one for those guys in the matchup, but yeah, that's how that's gonna go. Let's go 2 seed, being the Celtics. Yeah, Celtics and the Sixers. That's gonna be a wash. Celtics sweep the Sixers.
The Sixers are so bad.
But I'm not gonna say that because Embiid's not on the court right now. I don't know what injury he had, but I'm pretty sure he's cooked for the rest of
He's missed more games than he's played in his carear.
Yeah. The dude's still a force on the court.
But they got playoff P there, so I don't care who else comes back. Playoff P will find a way to blow it. Next, get him out of here. Next,
teams we just watched actually, the Knicks and Hawks they're having a battle. Cat turns it on.
I'm gonna take the Knicks.
Knicks win the series. Cat lays an egg. They can lose to the Hawks for sure.
Yeah.
But if Cat turns it up and plays big man ball instead of just playing frisky big purr ball, or maybe the big purr needs to come out. Maybe that's
they got Brunson. They got Cat. Who else do they have? They have another guy, or is it just those two? Porzingis.
They got Bridges. No. Porzingis was on the Warriors this year.
Okay.
They got Bridges. They got Josh Hart and Anunoby. They got a few guys, man. I think Anunoby. They got guys. They got guys up and down that roster. It just, if Cat can't play a dominant big man position, and he's shooting threes and looking for passing, they need him to be a true big man. Crash the freaking boards, score in the paint, be an unstoppable force, because the dude's a tank. Like he can be a problem down there.
Yeah.
You just have to play that style of ball, or the coaches have to get it dialed in. Maybe it's not Cat. Maybe it's the game plan. Maybe they want to play, rangy, and they feel like they can beat him from the outside, or with JB, doing his thing. But I feel like Karl Anthony Towns is a massive part of that, and he needs to get his offense right.
Yeah. As with any big name player that you trade for, you want them to help you win. And then what's the fourth matchup? It's
that game. I think that happened tonight too. That's the Raptors and the Cavaliers, and I believe the Cavs are up 2-0.
I'm gonna take the Cavs because they were the 1 seed in the East last season. This season, maybe a Harden thing.
Added Harden
games. Well, was he missing games? Is that why they dropped a little bit, or they just didn't have as good of a season? I don't know. Either way, I'm taking the Cavs to beat them.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I don't know how many games he missed or what. I just know Donovan Mitchell and James Harden on that team, so they're going to put up some points any given night. And they got some big guys, too. They got some big guys.
And then let's go. You want to finish the East, or you want to go to the West?
I already know what's happening in the West, so.
Yeah. It's going to be
that Western Conference.
Well, I do think that the Lakers are going to beat the Rockets. I do. That's my
bias included.
That's my prediction for that one. Everything else, it's going to be obviously San Antonio, Nuggets, and then Oklahoma City versus, I think, the Lakers. I don't think the Rockets make it out.
I mean, that'd be interesting. I think either one of those teams you guys probably just run through. Unfortunate for them, but if anybody was going to give you a challenge with a healthy, I mean, it would be more exciting because I feel like when Luka comes back, that team would be scoring a lot more points and being.
Or even just Austin Reeves, one of them.
I believe Luka comes back tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever their next game is. I think Luka's back, so Reeves, I don't know. I think Reeves' injury was a little bit more
If Luka's back,
lingering.
then the Rockets are definitely done. Because I'm saying this expecting no Luka back this series.
Yeah, it is kind of dope to see Luka still balling, being in the MVP, talks for being one of the best players in the league, even after the whole Dallas thing.
Yeah. Well, he cut the weight. He cut the weight
question.
and locked in the offseason.
Yeah, so we got GOP Luka, we got Ozempi Luka.
Yeah, and then obviously fucking San Antonio beats the Nuggets, and then OKC.
Yeah.
And then OKC goes to the championship. That's what I'm predicting. Obviously, you'll say yours. We're not even going to go into that. So,
if we see you guys, it's going to be tough for you guys to make it.
I think you guys being that far, nerves would kick in.
I feel like we'll get the nerves out in the first round for sure, and I do think we will drop a game. I think we'll drop a game to the Blazers in Portland. I venture to say Game 3 will probably drop, only because that will be their first introduction to a away playoff game.
Yeah,
I do feel like
Portland's going to be hyped up to have playoff back. So
100%, and Dame is on that team. Dame is going to rally those boys to show out and come out play hard. But honestly, if San Antonio improves on, I guess, just the jitters, man, because Wemby went off and Vassell went off. If the other guys get dialed in, you're talking about Steph Castle, or talking about De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper being as good as he's been as a rookie. Like Keldon Johnson, any given night can put up 20. So we have an insanely deep basketball team, and they have the potential to take it all the way. And because of the youth, they also have the potential to blow it. So we'll see. Denver's nasty though, so Denver is always in the talks.
That's going to be an issue. But let's bounce back to the East. So we've got Celtics, Pistons, Cavs, and
Pistons, Cavs. What was the other fourth team you said?
Knicks. It was the Knicks.
Yeah, so it would be Pistons,
Cavs,
and then C's and the Knicks.
I do think the Cavs beat the Pistons. I think the Cavs would beat the Pistons.
I think they have the potential to, for sure, with the amount of scoring they can do. Just the Pistons play good defense. So if I had to pick a team in that series, I'm going to go Detroit.
Okay, a little bit of difference there. That's nice. That's fun.
I like it.
And then I think, obviously, Boston's going to beat... Yeah, that's not even...
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I will say. If Cat can get going...
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough for...
I feel like they have a shot.
Boston.
It would be in a 7-game series, right? Because they can lock in defensively, dude. It's just, can you stop Jaylen Brown? Because if you stop Jaylen Brown, there's still Jason Tatum.
Tatum's good. Tatum's good. I think...
Still solid. Still super solid. But...
And then I think, obviously, the Celtics would just beat the next round. I think they're going to the championship. So it's going to be... Our predictions are looking like it's going to be OKC or San Antonio versus the Celtics. So it's going to be a fun playoff series. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, same.
We'll circle back in a week or two, halfway through, maybe next round, midway through.
Also, the draft's coming up. Should be this week, I believe, on Thursday.
That's true. Maybe we come back after the draft and we can talk a little more about that too.
Yeah, 100%. Get to talk about how the team's improved or got worse.
Yeah, make a bad pick. But all right, pal. It was good to be back. It was good to talk sports with you. We're back.